Hi there, back again, and well, this time I gave a little bit of a hint in the last episode over there, and if you can see, I built a little more. All of a sudden a tree has grown, or at least started to, although at the moment it looks a little bit dead. It needs a few leaves, but yeah, before we put in the leaves, I'm going to be putting in a building around it. So that is why I have laid out this little pattern here. It used to be a little larger, but I've taken down some of it. And what is going to go here, you will see pretty soon. So why don't we just get started with it? Let's see, we need one of these, just so we have something to work off of. That was wrong. We'll grab that in a second. So last week I was talking about that I had something to go to this week. Today it is Saturday, so it was actually yesterday that I went to that. I went to the clinic that takes care of the transgender qualification. They don't actually administer the treatment, but they allow people to take they give the permission for people to get medication and that sort of thing. So in Denmark it's the only way to get through, and that means that it can be a bit stressful to go through, especially because here in Denmark it takes about 2 to 3 years on average to get treatment, while in other places you can get treatment in a couple of months. So yeah, it's something that not a lot of people who are stuck in it are very excited about, and some people actually decide never to try going through it because they just give up beforehand. But yeah, yesterday I had my psychological testing, and because of that, over the last week here, I've been quite nervous. My let's see, let's do it like that instead. Yeah, I've been quite nervous, to the point actually where I've been feeling nauseous from it, so it's quite nice that is over with now. But well, basically it's not really over, but nothing I can do right now will really change what is going to happen, so all I can really do now is wait. So, but yeah, what it is after having gone to this clinic for so long, you apparently need this psychological testing to make sure you're not insane, and then from what I've been told, within a couple of weeks I should have some sort of decision on whether or not I can get treatment. So I'm very much hoping that I'll get that soon and that it will be a yes. If not, then I will have to figure out what to do. Either complain, or, well, complain is not the right word. What's it called? Well, actually yes, submit a complaint. That is probably the best way to put it. Or I could move away and find another country, but all in all it's all kind of uncertain. But at the moment nothing I can do can really change it. So instead of worrying about it, I'm just enjoying not having to worry for a second. So yeah, after I was done with it yesterday, I went to my parents and had a visit there. It was nice. So went there earlier than I usually do and spent the afternoon there. Had coffee and lunch and then dinner there. It was quite nice. Very pleasant. And yeah, since then I've just been relaxing, trying to at least, and so far so good. But yeah, the test itself, as I said, it is a psychological test. So I was like, there's this transgender group in Denmark from the lesbian, gay, bisexual, whatever association, and I don't particularly like to go there very often because it's kind of it's kind of contaminated with negativity from people who are like not very excited about the treatment opportunities that there is in Denmark, and I can understand that, but it's sort of demotivating to have to talk with people that talk like that when you're trying to go through that system yourself. Like, one of the things I encountered was almost being ridiculed for even trying. And that's not very positive towards actually continuing. So yeah, but anyways, the test itself was a psychological testing, and let's see, how do we do this? I think putting this here would be easiest. Oh, no. Well, we need to put in a ladder anyway at some point. Might as well do it now. Just so you have something to work off of. But yeah, it started with me having to talk with this lady, and we started by me summarizing pretty much my youth and how I grew up, school time, that sort of thing, the standard thing, how my family life had been early. And then afterwards we did some logical and intelligence tests, and the topic of those, well, there was one where she gave me a word which could be for instance, well, she gave me two words, for instance, bicycle and car, and then I had to come up with a word that would link the two together. So vehicle or transportation. Then there was general questions about like, for instance, name 3 prime ministers, which I screwed up because I couldn't remember our current. That's a little embarrassing, but yeah, you always forget stuff when you actually need it. So, but yeah, that's over now. And then there was a test where she pulled out a lot of different things, from toys to, don't fall down and die. Like toy hammers, actual wrenches, that sort of thing. And then I had to first pick an item myself, and then pick a word that I was going to associate, or that I was going to actually start over from that. Let's see, I was picking one item, and then I had to pick another group of items, and then say whatever word that I had used to group them. And I had to do that for those. Then she picked some items, like one at a time, and I had to pick a word and then group them, tell her the word. Then she picked the group and I had to identify the word that she had grouped them for. So a lot of back and forth, really. Let's see, what's easiest here? I think the easiest would probably be to do these next. So this one should go like that, and like that. And then we need one on the underside here. But this one goes like that. So there. And the same on this side. Just needed to make sure that I was doing this right. Need to think for a moment. Oh, I can do this right now. Then after that, what did we do next? Well, we did a few more word things back and forth for that, and then afterwards I was given like a slip of paper with some sentences on it, and then I had to go out and fill that in. And it was like beginnings of sentences, where, for instance, father is, and then I had to finish the sentences and then return the paper, and then I was done for the day. That was set of 4 hours for it, and I think we're done after just over 2 hours. Oh yeah, before that actually, before I did the questions, there was one more thing, and that was actually, like, when I went to that transgender group, I was, or I had this thing described as an ink blotch test. And, well, it was more than that, but yes, it did in fact have ink blotch test involved in it, and that was exactly the last bit that I initially forgot about. So I had to look at 10 different sheets with ink blotches on it, and then start listing off words that the image made me think of. And then after that, we then went through the sheets again, and I then had to explain where and how I had seen the different words in the ink blotch. So it was actually quite fun. A little weird, but fun. Take this down. This. And then I am a little in doubt if we can do this. I don't think we can like this. So go out like that. Thank you. And then we need this. So yeah, I was listing off like 10 different words or something like that per ink blotch. It was different. Not something I've really tried before. I've always regarded ink blotch tests as being kind of not necessary, because the way I see them is you're just looking at an ink blotch, and whatever you're saying is not going to show anything about you, really. But yeah, for the sake of this, I'll do it and we'll see what comes out of it. Anyways, it's not, according to what she said, it's not so much to like identify my mind, it's more to figure out, am I insane? For instance, if I start saying the same thing in every picture, I might be insane. Or if I start talking about bad things in the pictures, then I might be insane. So, yeah, but I doubt very much that I am classified as insane, but we will see. I can't remember if I want log there. I think I just want regular wood. So I'm going to leave that for a moment. And now I am, however, needing some stairs. So let's drop down and get those. Like that. 4 more. And now. Always need more than you actually have when it comes to stuff like that. Oh. So yeah, I like some of the pictures were black and white, and some of them were like different colors. I think we started with the black and white, then we moved on to some that was different colors. Black and white, and then a single other color, and then we started mixing in various other colors than only colored ones. And yeah, it was pretty entertaining. So I hope I did okay in that, but all that we will find out, because in a couple of weeks I am going to get the answer, so to speak. Which is, let's see, what do I want to put there? I want to put I think I will put the log, and then I will probably switch it for either oak or spruce later, but once it is done I can really decide on that. So, what we need now is we need those and those. This one goes in there, 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 and here. Full block, full block, full block, and a full block. So yeah, in a couple of weeks I should hear more, and hopefully I will then get a yes and be able to start treatment. At that point, what will then happen? Well, if we assume that I get the answer that I'm hoping for, then I will sorry about that. Then I will have to go to the hospital here, the nearby hospital near where I live, and I have to then take treatment with them for, I think it is 1 year, but it might be 2 years before I can move on to a specialized clinic. And from what I hear, they're not necessarily good about it, but I'm going to try to be positive. It's something that I've been, well, I've both been taught it, but I also taught myself to do it, and that is to be more positive about how the world is, rather than try to be pissy or negative all the time. Then try to actually see the world in a positive light, because, well, some people say it doesn't matter, but it actually matters a lot how you think about the world. So, let's see here. We need those again. Oh, let's take the stack that's nearly empty anyway. Let's see, how do we want to do this? I think we want to put this here. Like that. And then possibly like that. let's drop down and dig this out. And then get some dirt. This. And what I'm thinking is like this, but it might look a little weird, but I'm going to be fixing that up, but I just wanted to take a quick look at it. Yeah, I'm not too happy about that. So I think we'll take that down and try to figure out something else. But instead of having to worry about that now, we are going to proceed with the next step of this project. I don't think I want the pillars here because we already have the pillars in the section in the middle. So rather than put it in here as well, I'd rather just have the central pillars and have the others being like hovering overhangs. But let's take these out real quick. And while we're doing that, we can continue talking. So the next thing that is going to happen is she's going to look through my answers and come up with a second opinion to my normal or the normal person that manages my treatment, or if you can call it that, because it's not really treatment yet, but my interactions with the clinic. And then she will give her opinion, she will inform them, and after all that is said and done, a committee will then decide on it, a committee of different professions apparently, based on the reports and those things. They will then say whether or not I can get treatment, and hopefully I can. Okay, so let's see here. Like that. Like this. And now you might already be able to tell what this is. Yep, it's finally happening. I'm getting another portal. There we are. And that is how the building is going to look. And I might extend the platform, or I might change it up a bit. At the moment I've designed the platform around it here so that the light from the portal will be able to light it up so that there's no spawn spaces. But I might extend it out so you can walk around the outside instead of having to go through the inside, because right now the only way you can get around is through the portals here, which is not really bad. I've already prepared a portal in the nether, which I can link up to. But yes, the next step is then to put in the leaves above there, and I am going to be right back with some leaves and the other bits, and then we'll get right to that. So see you in just a second here. Bye bye. Alright, and here we are back again, and yes, I put out the portals real quick while we're working because those things are noisy, and it's actually one of the reasons why I'm building it over here, is because I don't like to have the portal noise anywhere near me. So I'm building it on the other side of the area, but I still think they look kind of nice, so I want it to be sort of displayed. So I'm making this sort of portal podium sort of thing, and yes. So I have some leaves with me here, and what we're going to do now is we're going to build the roofing. So as we've done before, put in the various leaves, cover up the bottom first. There we are. And then we can start building down a little bit, mixing things up. I think I want this to go over the edge here and hang down. Like that, and also here. And then we'll be down here. Let's put up some ladders so we can get back up again. Actually, I put my ladders away, so let's not do that. Oh well, we'll just scrap this and replace it. There we are. Get a bit more up there. This is going real nice. Get up on top. And a bit more filler on this side too. And then we're going to work on the branches. So, working from the inside out. Around the sides. And then we do the top. We need a little more there, some here, and some more to give it shape. I think we will also give it some here. So like that. This one here needs to be covered, so let's add a little bit in. I think what we will do is we will add some there, then down like that. Then we can go to the other branch. Add around the sides. So yeah, once all that is done, which I hope will be sooner rather than later, then I can decide what's going to happen next. As it is right now, I'm sort of uncertain about future and all that stuff, because as it stands right now, I could end up having to move away from Denmark, but hopefully not. But all that we will see later. Let's see. But yeah, you know how this goes. There is going to be a little more building here with the leaves. I'm going to put in this last branch, then do the top, and then I am going to come back to you once I have finished putting in everything. I'm going to be putting in some melons and also the vines. So once that is done, I will return to you, and then we will have a look at the finished product before I end this episode. So see you in just a moment. Bye bye. And here we are back again, and it's pretty much done. I finished putting in all the leaves, the melons, the vines. I even finished the platform around it, and I'm pretty satisfied with how it looks right now. Took these pillars in, and the way I've made it here is so that nowhere on the floor down here will actually be necessary to put any lighting. I don't currently have a good way up, but that's going to come later. So we could actually take all these out. Even up there it's going to be safe. It's part of the design, because the nether portal actually emits light when it's on. So let's light it. There we go. And I now officially have a portal which means that I can leave my house whenever I want. So that's going to be it for this episode. I do hope that you enjoyed it, and I don't mind me talking a little bit about what was going on. But yeah, I'm not sure that I'm going to know anything yet next time, but if I do, the episode will probably be talking about that. But otherwise, I'll see you again next time, and I hope you enjoyed this week. So, thank you very much for watching, and see you. Bye bye. Bye.